Hello, hello. We're back with some Penumbra. So, hopefully this time I won't get eaten alive by the dogs as quite as many times, and I'll try not to leave it in total darkness, requiring me to edit the brightness in the, editing. Cool. So that's machine. We've got the power on. There is one thing I know I've missed. I only noticed because I recorded it a moment ago. I ended up walking in circles. Which would be this. Move this to the middle because I know that dog likes to patrol down here. But in here, I didn't even think to look down here. We've got more dynamite. Now, where's the dog going? Good. He's miles away. Right, go to safety. Excavation log. Secondary excavation site B. 1990. Phase 338. Today marks the first phase of excavation team B's new assignment, which I will be overseeing. Equipment has arrived and digging should be able to commence within the next few hours. Since the incident leading to the establishment of our facility here, much work has been undertaken in order to ascertain the scope of the new discovery. This site, among others, was selected for many possible candidates thanks to powerful divination techniques passed down for many generations amongst the elevated caste, and I feel certain that this wisdom, in combination with our own seismic techniques, will prove to be a great success, and that our discoveries will be of great importance to the organisation. Best of luck, everyone. Okay. Hang on. Security status nil. Okay. Phase 1. Hang on, so what's... 9,000 is 1990. So 9001 would be 1991. Okay. Simple maths. Phase 1. While work has been slow up until now, the new year is sure to bring with it great prosperity for our team. Perhaps we shall enjoy some of the luck that the other teams seem to be already harvesting. Further routine work reports will be filed in a secondary log. Phase 275. While the routine logbook has been filled many times over during the past 9 moons, there has been so little of interest to report that I find my previous enthusiastic entries to appear as if written by someone else entirely. These logs are not for personal thoughts, but since no one is ever likely to read them, I'm probably safe in saying that I sometimes catch myself wishing I had never received this assignment at all, and was still stationed at the main facility. We discovered a tunnel system today running through the roof of the cave, which caused a minor rock slide, but no serious injuries were sustained. More's the pity. Perhaps if this place had become a hazard, we could all be reassigned. The noises in this mine at night are beginning to play with my mind. That is, when you can tell what time of day it is. Phase 341. Although I have now been in charge of Site B for 2 cycles, this marks my first entry into the excavation log as the new chief attending chemist. Looking through the scarce results filed for the initial year's work, I can see why my predecessor was replaced. In a fraction of that time, I have achieved Team B's first major breakthrough in the discovery of previously unknown substance 63, and the research team has been assigned tasks in record time. I have achieved... Hang on, let me read that again. I have achieved Team B's first major breakthrough in the discovery of previously unknown substance 63, and the research team has been assigned tasks in record time. I fully expect complete identification of the substance to be available within 7 phases. Furthermore, I have conducted an investigation into the noises reported by workers in this area of the mine, in interest of morale. On nights that I spend here, there do indeed appear to be strange human-like cries coming from somewhere deep in the rocks. But there is bound to be some explanation, and that was in 1992. This up here confused me, and the research team has been assigned tasks in record time. I don't quite understand what it means. Does that mean that they've completed the previous tasks and they've been able to be assigned newer tasks much more quickly, or... Because I don't understand why assigning a task to someone would be... Oh, that was really quick. Okay. Maybe that's just me. Probably is, but anyway. Phase 6. Following the discovery of Sub-63, my team has had a second triumph in the unearthing of Artifact 66B. My team and I will, of course, deal with this finding with our usual level of efficiency. Phase 7. The caster seemed fit to bring in a Xeno team in order to further extract the true nature of the artifact. I applaud their foresight in this decision and would only note that if been given the chance, my chemistry team would have performed at least as well in this task. In additional notes, I have completed my analysis of the wailing and chattering sounds reported by those spending large amounts of time in this locale, and conclude that it is a symptom of dehydration. Lack of water has caused very mild hallucination, which combined with quite natural seismic activity can sound like a human voice. A thorough medical examination of the afflicted workers has been recommended, but in the interest of continuing work at maximum capacity, I have instead ordered increased water supplies and implemented an obligatory 3-minute water break once every 5 hours. Phase 9. This goes on for a while. It came to my attention today that the job of mapping the overhead tunnel system in this cave is long overdue, something overlooked from way back during the first stages of the excavation. Sadly before my arrival, for otherwise it would have already been completed. The officer in charge of the Xeno team is increasingly becoming an obstacle to my own team's research. He insists on overseeing perfectly routine tasks. When giving the defection of his He insists on overseeing perfectly routine tasks. When given the defection of his second-in-command yesterday, I would suggest his time be better spent taking control of his own responsibilities. At heart, however, I believe him to be a thoroughly devoted follower, which is why I'm certain that he would leap at the chance to volunteer for the surveying of the tunnel system. I have tried warning him of potential hazards, but he simply will not take no for an answer, and asks that I ensure those higher up understand his enthusiasm. There are way too many commas. I'm sorry, but for me, I think there's way too many commas. Phase 18. In a most disheartening turn, the Chief Xeno Officer has not returned from his brave exploration of the tunnel system. Phase 24. In the days since Chief Xeno Officer's foolhardy trespassing into the tunnel system, which now appears to make up the domain for various aggressive local fauna, said creatures have become increasingly hostile, venturing into the excavation site on more than one occasion. This is something which I will be keeping a close eye on. Phase 50. How long is a phase? I don't know if it says somewhere and I've missed it, but... This will be the final entry into the log for Excavation Site B. Events has forced us to curtail our work. We have taken more than one casualty to the organisms living above this cave system, leaving us no choice but to carry what equipment and documentation we can, abandoning all else. Their attacks have developed a discernible pattern, and we are due another in only a few minutes, so I must hurry. It's ironic. The noises that have been reported since the initiation of this project are still present, except that now they sound more like laughing. Yeah. What have they been doing? I wonder what creatures they were lingering beyond the zombified dogs. The lid on the gas can is rusted shut. Yeah, this. Smack, smack. Phew, got the lid off. As my new friend might say, drink you thirsty beast.
You seek to find the truth behind all this mystery, and think it will set you free. But truth is relative, and relatives cannot be trusted to bring good gifts. What you seek lies in the shafts beyond this collapsing of the sky, and if you look closely, so do I. A century of days has passed since I saw this area last. The diseased ones sought to kill poor Red, but I took them on a wild poultry chase. They ended dead. They came from out the big metal door, but after all my years, I knew the caves more. Hide and seek turned to seek and hide, and I buried them here beneath the solid rock sky.
Mm-hmm. Oh, hello. From out the door rises something vast, something terrible. Strikes a man, knocking him down, and those standing by him wither into darkness. I've read this before. Because it confused me, because where it says screaming begins, or B-E-G-I-N-G-S, that's a typo. Because that's not a real word. Anyway. We've read that one before. And, I've read that before as well. Anyway. There you go. And you keep... Bye-bye. I think he's finished. Ish. Another door. It seems so strange now to have been guided like a blind man by a faceless stranger whose sanity was clearly waning. Disposition unknown. For all I knew, this Red didn't even have a disposition to speak of, just a seething mass of conflicting emotions. I knew that my radio-reliant friend must have been cocooned nearby, and perhaps in finding him, I would find myself one step closer to understanding what was going on. In just a couple of hours, I would find what I was looking for, and with it would come answers. I didn't realise at the time, but the answers I would find would be for questions I haven't even asked. Let me adjust my headphones because it's painful. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, there we go. That's better. That is much better. It's not squeezing quite as badly now. It's like an opening into hell. I've never been down this far before. Well, yeah. Got a bad feeling about this all of a sudden. Long, ominous tunnel. Oh, not good. Oh, Gordon Bennett. That's a... Wow. He got me fast. I knew that was coming up, but I thought it was going to be behind me. I'd have to run through, but no. He moved quickly. Nope. Run away. Ooh. Wow. What? How? That thing was huge. Yeah, I think that's been the wailing noises that we've been hearing. It came through here like a steamroller. How many of them could be down here? More than enough. More whispering. Must be my imagination, but it almost feels there's warm air coming from down there. Eek. This door's still tight with no handle. How is it operated? Blink, blink, blink. More eggs. Hello. List. Oh, good throw. Oh dear. I may have woken up more. And presumably that was a bad idea. Two more dynamite. Kind of wasted more than I should have, but that's fine. Old sacks, nice pallet. Don't want to know whether that is oil, blood, or I have my suspicions. Can't see where this cable lever leads. I think that's what opens the door. Not too certain on that one, but I think it is. So whoop. Beep beep beep. Run run run. Eee. Good.
With my remaining ear to the ground, I hear your trembling Tootsies padding towards their final destination. Things come to those that wait, whether they want them or not, and soon I think your wait will be over. The great metal door in reality is calling you, just as the Reaper beckons me forward. I look forward to finally greeting you. I only hope I need not greet the Reaper man first.
Squeaky chair. We know what that music means. Angry Pooch. More contemporary mining cages, although they look more like a crate, sorry. Look more like cages. Don't know where all the woofs are, but did you really just call them woofs? Yes, yes I did. Uncertain they're deserving of such a name. Well, I can't imagine I'll go to the immediate area. So we are here. Shaft 13, Section C, Tool Storage, Shaft 12, and Refinery. Let's go to Section C in the Tool Storage. Going the other way to it. I know, but... oh dear. Will that ever turn off? So presumably you can drag the dogs in there and then, well, burn them to death. Not a nice way to go. And again, whenever turn them into these zombie-fied whatsits is pretty bad. Section C. This door's not designed to just fall open. Yes. We're not getting through that anytime soon. Need to find a way to get it open. Presumably that will be a code. And what? Oh, and sacking. Fancy doors. Or a cabinet, but yeah. Screwdriver. Nothing else to grab, I think. Ah, nothing in there. Oh, 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 oh. Bolt cutter. What would this be needed for? You know, beyond the obvious, as in specifically. Yeah, need the code for that. Have the glow stick off for the time being. So in the corner now. So we're going... how much battery do I have? Plenty. Probably up there? Well, we need to go to these three at some point, so I suggest we just go up. See what at the end is there. Then head to 12. Check the perimeter.